What's
Beyonce
going
is
on?
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything, just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she would say.
What if I told you there's an explicit tape being shopped around Hollywood that could destroy one of the biggest careers in music history? Because that's exactly what happened, and a lawyer went on record confirming she was approached to help sell this tape to the celebrity featured in it. And based on the clues dropped, the internet thinks they've figured out who it is. If they're right, we're talking about a scandal that would eclipse every other celebrity controversy. Attorney Ariel Mitchell-Kidd sits down for an interview while representing one of Diddy's accusers. She's discussing her client's case when the conversation takes a shocking turn. The interviewer asks about rumors of tapes from Diddy's parties being shopped around Hollywood, and instead of deflecting, Ariel drops a bombshell. She confirms someone contacted her directly, asking her to represent them in selling one of these tapes. Someone has footage from Diddy's parties and wants help selling it to the person featured in the video before it goes public.
You know what I'm saying? It threw you out, like it took you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce, I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib.
It's a classic catch and kill scheme, but here's where it gets wild. This wasn't just any tape. The footage features Diddy and another celebrity who Ariel describes as being more high profile than Diddy himself. Think about that. Diddy is globally famous, worth hundreds of millions. So who exactly is more famous? That's an extremely short list. Ariel reveals she saw stills from the video and verified it's authentic. The other person is clearly visible and identifiable. But the most disturbing part? The celebrity doesn't appear to know they're being filmed. The footage was allegedly recorded at Diddy's Atlanta home using hidden cameras. The person isn't looking at the camera or acknowledging they're being recorded.
Beyonce, exactly what you said. You said Beyonce don't need no help. People look at Beyonce because she's rich, respect the hoe, she's a beautiful woman, she's talented, and so they figure she's got everything, so you don't even need nothing else.
This opens up serious legal issues. Recording someone without consent in a private setting isn't just scandalous, it's potentially criminal. And if this tape is being shopped as part of a catch and kill scheme, we're talking extortion and blackmail. The person with the tape reached out through Ariel, offering the celebrity a chance to purchase it before it went public. Ariel declined to be part of that transaction, but the fact this conversation happened means the tape exists. Someone has it, and they're looking for the highest bidder. But here's where the internet detectives started connecting dots that nobody wanted to see. When you break down Ariel's clues, the list of possibilities gets very small. She said more high profile than Diddy, which eliminates most celebrities. We're talking absolute top tier fame.
This is Jay-Z tweet right here for Brett. He said, I love Jay-Z and I do feel bad. I always felt like the black sheep. Like I wanted family in this music shit. I run on stages thinking I was doing the right thing. I'm talking about Beyonce, right? And I would always be a slight hole not coming to my first wedding, him putting Kendrick.
Someone whose name recognition spans generations. Someone whose career would be genuinely threatened by this exposure. Then factor in the context. This tape comes from Diddy's circle, his Atlanta home. So it's someone close enough to be at his private residence. And when you think about mega famous celebrities with documented Diddy connections, one name dominates every comment section and Twitter thread: Beyonce. Now, Ariel never said her name, but the circumstantial evidence has people convinced. First, there's her connection through Jay-Z, who's been friends with Diddy for decades. They've collaborated on business, vacationed together. If Jay-Z was in Diddy's inner circle, Beyonce would likely attend these gatherings too. Then there's the video that resurfaced showing DaBaby talking about a meeting at Diddy's house where Beyonce and Jay-Z were both present.
She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and while she was asleep.
Private, intimate gathering. This proves Beyonce spent time at his homes. But the piece that really got people talking was the cheesecake story. Remember when Diddy made making the band members walk from Manhattan to Brooklyn for Junior's cheesecake? Freddie P recently revealed that cheesecake wasn't for Diddy, it was for Beyonce. She was upstairs the whole time. She wanted cheesecake, so Diddy sent them on that journey. When they returned after walking for hours, Diddy told them to take it upstairs to her. She was there, knew what they went through, and according to Freddie, didn't seem bothered. This shows Beyonce was comfortable in Diddy's world, comfortable with how he treated people. If she was that comfortable in his spaces, being at his Atlanta home doesn't seem impossible.
I do believe that Beyonce is into dark magic and black magic as well, her and Jay-Z, and we're just gonna leave it at that.
For years, she's maintained a pristine image, perfect, untouchable, above the mess. But what if that's just an image? What if there's a different reality she's desperately trying to hide? Why is she so private? Why rarely give unscripted interviews? Why is everything so carefully managed? Maybe it's not just perfectionism. Maybe it's protecting secrets that would destroy everything if exposed. And if you think that's wild, wait until you hear what supposedly happened next. Shortly after Ariel's interview went viral, another rumor started circulating. The tape has allegedly been sold, and not to just anyone, but reportedly to TMZ for $20 million. $20 million. That's not money you pay for mildly embarrassing footage. That's what you pay for content that would genuinely break the internet, dominate news cycles for months, fundamentally change how people view someone famous. Here's the legal complication. TMZ can't just release explicit content without consent, especially if someone wasn't aware they were filmed.
I just want to skip to the end. All the shit is up. All you is weird. Go to jail.
They'd face massive lawsuits and criminal charges, but they don't have to release it themselves. The rumor is TMZ's strategy is to resell it. Buy it for $20 million, take it off the market temporarily, giving the celebrity false security, then sell it to someone else for even more, someone without the same legal restrictions. Maybe a foreign outlet, maybe someone in a legal gray area, maybe someone willing to leak it anonymously. Once it hits the internet, there's no taking it back. For someone like Beyonce, whose empire is built on image, this would be catastrophic. Not just embarrassment, but impacts on business deals, endorsements, legacy, everything built over decades. Now, this TMZ sale is unverified. No official confirmation, TMZ hasn't commented. This is speculation from anonymous sources, but the specific dollar amount keeps circulating. Industry people are talking about it. Where there's smoke, there's usually fire. The timing matters. These rumors surface as Diddy's world collapses. He's facing serious charges, reputation destroyed, former allies coming forward. It's the perfect storm for secrets to spill, including footage from his parties. People protecting those secrets before don't have incentive anymore. And if someone's sitting on a tape worth tens of millions, this is exactly when they'd cash in. The question is whether Beyonce and Jay-Z tried buying it first. If you found out explicit footage of you was being shopped, you'd try to buy it. The Carters have resources to pay millions to bury it. But once you pay, you've proven it has value and you're willing to pay. That makes you a target for ongoing extortion. It's a no-win situation. But this is where the story gets genuinely disturbing, because sources say Beyonce isn't handling this well. An anonymous industry insider shared information that, if even partially true, shows a woman falling apart behind the scenes while maintaining that perfect public image.
It's like you pass by the door and see a party in an apartment, you go in, you have a drink, and then you go home and realize Jeffrey Dahmer was eating and killing people. People that went to a Diddy party, you know, like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Beyonce, Jay-Z, I don't know if they were at Diddy After Dark when people were getting sprayed down with baby oil.
According to this source, Beyonce has been threatening to leave the country permanently before this alleged tape surfaces. She's reportedly done with the pressure, the control, the handlers making every decision. Her team is worried she'll disappear without warning. Not because they care about her well-being, but because they'd lose their cash cow. It gets darker. This insider alleges Beyonce is dealing with serious depression and concerning thoughts about harming herself. They describe her as being on the verge of complete breakdown, unable to face potential embarrassment if the tape leaked. Her team apparently views her as a danger to herself. The source details Beyonce's relationships with her mother Tina and Jay-Z, claiming she feels controlled by both. She allegedly wants to step back, rest, live life on her own terms after decades of being managed. But every time she tries pulling back, they push her to keep working. The Renaissance tour, according to this source, wasn't something she even wanted. She was exhausted, burnt out, ready for a break. But family and label pushed her because they wanted to capitalize on her star power. This explains things fans noticed. Why were tour tickets so expensive? Why the sudden hair care line and diversified business ventures? Why is she working harder than ever when she could coast? The insider says she's trying to reach a specific financial goal to walk away and be financially independent. The source claims Beyonce has been questioning her finances and demanded audits because numbers don't add up. She's worked non-stop for decades, yet when she looks at accessible money, it doesn't match expected earnings. She's wondering who controlled the purse strings and where it went. There's also allegedly talk about buying property outside the US, not vacation homes, but places where she could actually live if she needed to leave quickly. The source makes an ominous reference to what happened to her idol when he tried breaking free, which people interpreted as Michael Jackson. The implication being Beyonce fears something bad happening if she leaves the industry or speaks out. And before we wrap, here's what ties everything together. If Beyonce is trying to escape controlling forces, every recent move looks like an exit strategy. The hair care brand isn't just another celebrity line, it's passive income that doesn't depend on touring or recording. Property purchases outside the US make sense if you're worried about lawsuits or being trapped by contracts. The Michael Jackson comparison resonates because he spent final years talking about industry corruption, feeling trapped despite being a megastar. If Beyonce is looking at that, thinking it could be her, setting up escape routes makes sense. But the Diddy tape situation changes everything. If it exists and will leak, she doesn't have time to slowly plan her exit. She'd need to move fast, get ahead of the story. That explains why relocation rumors are heating up now. It's not just industry exhaustion, it's getting out before scandal hits. If TMZ or anyone has that tape and plans to release it, the clock is ticking. Her carefully constructed image would shatter instantly. For someone who built their career on perfection, that's devastating. So here's where we separate fact from fiction. Attorney Ariel Mitchell-Kidd's interview is verified. She confirms someone approached her about selling a tape. That's factual. What's not verified is the celebrity's identity. Ariel never said Beyonce. The internet made that connection through speculation. It could be her, could be other famous people in Diddy's circle. We don't actually know. The TMZ purchase is completely unverified. No statement from TMZ, no credible outlet reporting it as fact. Could be true, but we have zero proof. The insider information about Beyonce's mental state, relocation plans, financial concerns, all unverified. We don't know who this source is or if they have actual knowledge. Several people who initially filed lawsuits mentioning Jay-Z and Beyonce have amended them to remove their names. That's public record. Jay-Z and Beyonce's lawyers forced Piers Morgan to apologize and edit his Jaguar Wright interview. They're fighting back aggressively, not staying silent. So where does this leave us? We're staring at a potential for one of the biggest celebrity scandals ever, but wading through layers of rumors making it impossible to know what's true. If that tape exists and features who everyone thinks, we're talking paradigm shift in how we view one of the most carefully managed celebrities ever. Beyonce's brand would be questioned. Her perfection image would crumble. But if it doesn't exist or never surfaces or features someone else, we've spread damaging rumors based on speculation. That affects real people and contributes to mental health struggles sources claim Beyonce is experiencing. The bigger question isn't whether a specific tape exists, it's how we handle these situations. Do we give benefit of doubt until there's proof? Do we believe allegations based on patterns without confirmation? The Diddy situation opened a Pandora's box with consequences for years. People thought secrets were safe are realizing nothing stays buried. Celebrities comfortable in privilege discover public opinion turns instantly when allegations surface. So what do you think? Does that tape exist and feature who everyone speculates? Did TMZ really drop 20 million? Or is that internet gossip? If you were in this position, how would you handle rumors circulating about you? Address it publicly? Let lawyers handle it? Or stay silent, hoping it blows over? Drop your thoughts in the comments because everyone has opinions and nobody has all facts. Hit that like button for more coverage as this develops, subscribe for updates, and share with anyone following the Diddy drama. I'll catch you next video where hopefully we'll have more confirmed information. Until then, stay skeptical, stay informed, and remember, not everything you read online is true.